Buongiorno, Nifties. Benvenuta a Knittery Nicole. I am Nicole, and we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, also known as a whip, and let's start our 10-minute crafting break. Today I'm drinking Pepsi because I love a little bit of caffeine, and I am a Pepsi drinker. And I also am working on my journal. And this is a bullet journal. I use it like a bullet journal, and it is from the company Coco and Lynn. I just received it. You can see it's got my name here on the front, and I am work in education, and so I need an academic year calendar. This was not an academic year calendar, but I loved that she hand draws each of the pages. Or she and maybe her husband. I know that they're like a husband and wife team. I'm not sure who the artist is, but you can kind of color them in. And since I like to color, I told you the first day I've already started. So I did August a little bit because I've already had to add some things into my August calendar. And I wanted to start with July because July is coming up. I've already put the dates in, and then we have our 4th of July, of course. And then as we get going, it has a habit tracker and a mood tracker, which is very cute. I'm not sure I'm going to use them, but I've got those down. And then we have our days, and each of the daily spreads, I can't remember if I wrote anything in there, but each of the daily spreads is a little bit different. So some of them have the vertical one with the number here you can put here. Some of them are horizontal. Some of them have separate Saturday and Sundays. And some of them have the same, like a joint with notes and a space for the calendar. So each of the pages is a little bit different. It's so cute. I kind of like to stick to a little bit of a theme for each of the pages. And here I was really inspired by this donut. And to me, that donut is hot pink and teal, maybe blue. So I've kind of done already the hot pink here and the teal, and then also the blue because of the 4th of July. And so I'm going to use that for these. So I'm thinking like kind of tropical colors, and I was really called today to this flamingo. So I am going to do a little flamingo here today. I just wanted to thank you for joining our class. I'm so grateful that you would take 10 minutes out of your busy day to be in community with other Nifties. I can't open it. These are dual tipped. Look, one side comes off pretty easily. I know this comes off. Let's look at another one. Oh yeah, see? They definitely come off. Maybe I really do want this color instead. This is a little bit more flamingo-y. I'm going to use this for the bottom at least. Here we go. So I love to bullet journal. And if you don't know about bullet journaling, you'll have to look at Writer Carol's video. He is amazing, and he kind of thought up bullet journaling. Bullet is, you're thinking of bullets, like when you're writing and you want to make a list. And then journaling, of course, is, to write things down, to memorialize them. And so bullet journaling is kind of a combination of those two things. I like this tip, but it's a little bit, I can't really control it as much as I'd like to. So when you bullet journal, you make lists, and definitely that's really important. And I am a list maker because I'm always a little bit forgetful about the things that I want to get accomplished. So I'll make a list. But then the other aspect of bullet journaling that I think makes it just a little bit more unique is that you're also journaling in your agenda. So when I was younger in high school, I used to have I'm going to try this one again just because I don't want to give up. But I think I'm gonna have to give up. So when I was in high school, I used to have a day runner because day runners were the thing to have at that time. Day runner, day planner, day runners. And that was, many years ago, almost 3 decades ago. And I think that's when it started. I knew I was not the best at memorizing things, and so that I would need to write them down. And when I wrote them down, I wanted to have kind of a record of it. And that's, I think, the beauty of a bullet journal too, is that part of it, it's about making a record. So sometimes you will use it just for the list. But then sometimes if you have an idea, or if you have something that that you want to put together, you have thoughts, you might want to make something that writer calls a collection, like a collection of ideas or things like that. And so, for instance, this year, as you can tell, I'm trying to start my business, trying to, craft this community. And I made a page specifically for that. And then because of that, you randomly make the pages when they come up. So, for instance, if I have some business ideas, I want to make a collection, I would probably put them on this page right here. And so one thing I need to go through and do is number all of these pages, and then you write down where your collections are in the index. And so you can see here that I've already got my index started, because the index is really important. My son gave me this really cute Hedwig sticker, and this is me, of course. And I kind of decorate them as I go, because I do like to add a little bit of personalization to my journal. You can see I'm not, like, I don't have any special coloring abilities, but I still like it, so it's okay with me. But I don't have any techniques or anything to give you. I can't even get the pen open. Anyway, oh, you know what I'm thinking? A little bit of turquoise water. I'm gonna use this set. I think I like this color. The other thing that you do is, so you make, typically you would make let me get a little post-it note. And you'll see, it's so funny because in the video they talk about, like, are you a person that has post-it notes everywhere? Well, this is what you're supposed to have instead. And so if you have a square, and this is my system, which I've adapted a little bit. A square to me is a task. He likes to put a dot, but I don't feel as like, it doesn't give me as much satisfaction to do a check as to fill in this box. And then if I have an appointment at a certain time, like 9 a.m. appointment, I'll do that. And then if I have a thought, maybe I'll be like, oh, I really want to talk about my knitting origin story. Then I would put that. And then I would have this for each of the days, and I would just go through. And the reason I really like it is because I am often interrupted during my day. Something will happen and I'll need to react to it pretty quickly. But then I need to get back to work because my day is short. And when I'm home, I need to be a mom. I need to do mom things. And so I need to find an efficient way to get back on track quickly. And having my bullet journal allows me to do that. I just flip to the page where I'm at, and I can tell, oh, this is done, this is not done, this is something I wanted to do, and that really helps me a lot. What color is the beak of a flamingo? I feel like it's kind of pinky orange as well. Oops, that was a little bit wide. Maybe I'll embellish that one a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's kind of fun. Maybe I should embellish more. Okay, maybe I'll switch to the other side. This one. Ooh. I kind of like that it has a little bit. Look, I've combined that one together. That's okay. Kind of like that it has a little bit more color to it. There we go. So tomorrow I'm hoping to work on another craft. I have a very good coworker, and she and I started this craft together. So we will be working on it tomorrow, and I can't wait to show you what it is. If you've enjoyed your 10-minute crafting break or feel just a little bit more peaceful after spending time in community with other Nifties, please like this video and share it with a friend. And then, I hope that friend might benefit or enjoy from this 10-minute crafting break. We would love, love, love to see what you're working on our threads at Knittery Nicole. And if you could just tell us if you have any questions, I would love to answer them as well. We will see you tomorrow for our 10-minute crafting break. Ciao!